Yeah. Coming in, yeah. Flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LABB.
What's up, Bomb Squad? This DC KOOLAID and Lisa. Back with Real Talk. Make sure you smash that like button when you come in. Smash that like button like right now.
Stripping the dividend base, slab on everything. Swimming shaking away, cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the fit lab on it until they whip my coffee. Money clip by, tossed it out. It's big bags on big bags on big bags coming. Coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Fuck the action. I'm active. If he never heard of it, dope, he just napping. Jackson's off the rapping. Keep it on my body, bitch. I'm broke if you asking. Don't gotta say the most, y'all slow. This broken wrist is longer than this foreign. Heard you want it cause it gets enormous. Wasn't she isn't gorgeous. Live my life last name of Morgan Freeman. Trying to touch a forest. Do not know we're knocking on the door. This came in. Did it like the Porsches coming in. Yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Okay, alright. Coming in, yeah. Flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10, yeah. Yeah. Coming in, yeah. Flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again, yeah. State your name. Big double flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, we did it again.
I don't know what they did.
Stripping the dividend base, slab on everything. Swimming shaking away, cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the fit lab on it until they whip my coffee. Money clip by, tossed it out. Heard it's big bags on big bags on big bags coming. Coming in, yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LABB,
Hey, what's up, y'all? Hold on.
2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Pump up the action.
What's up, Leilani? What's up, Surprise around the corner? What's up, Carl? What's up, Leilani?
Don't gotta say the most, y'all slow. This broken wrist is longer than this boring. Heard you want it cause it gets enormous. Wasn't she isn't gorgeous. Live my life last name of Morgan Freeman. Trying to touch a forest. Do not know we're knocking on the door. This came in. Did it like the Porsches coming in. Yeah, flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Okay, alright. Coming in, yeah. Flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10, yeah. Flex. I just wanna win, yeah. LABB, who we running with, yeah. 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm on 10 again. Yeah, state your name. Big double flame. I just switched the lanes. Damn, he did it again. I just flipped the plane. Stripping the dividend base, slap on everything. Swimming shaking away, cause I got big racks coming. I put my low racks on it. I ain't skip past losses, I had to get back off it. See the fit lab on it until they whip my coffee. Money clip by, tossed it out. Heard it's big bags on big bags on big bags coming. Coming in. Yeah, I just wanna win.
No, I'm right now. I want to have tea. Hey, y'all. I'm coming.
If you never heard of it, dope, he just napping. Jackson's off the rapping. Keep it on.
Hey, y'all.
Ooh.
Hello.
Good evening.
How's everybody doing? Leilani.
Tell her to talk, see if her the volume up.
Nah, her thing muted. For some reason, her mic was muted. Oh, she left. Oh.
Sorry. There we go.
Oh, there you go. Hey, y'all. Hey, Stanley. Oh, hey,
Hey,
Violet.
Violet.
Hey,
Bow ties, Karen, Aiden.
okay, they boys, yes. How y'all
Hey,
doing
Thick
today?
and
Picking me there. I don't know why I do that, y'all. I don't know.
Same reason why I go, hey, Thick and Mead.
I hope everybody's having a wonderful, wonderful day or night, because it's nighttime. So, how many people got in here? 12 people. That's what's up. What's going on? I look weird. Something going on. Could be my hair light. I might have dyed pink. My
Now,
eyebrows.
DC don't have all them lights in your face. That's what it is.
That's probably. I told all them lights be blowing me. Hey, Jessica. That and my eyebrows are super dark today. It's just me. They got
Your
black.
eyebrows do look dark.
They look super
Your
dark.
eyebrows
I ain't
look
did
dark.
nothing to them though, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Maybe because I got my hair pulled back and my hair light. I don't know. We will figure it out in the later date. I hope everybody's having a good night. So the topic for today is relationships. All kind of relationships. Bad relationships, good relationships. Heard you laying in the bed. Going to be on my Stan heard you. Y'all don't have to be on your best behavior. It's nighttime. That's why we do it at night now, so the grown people can be grown, okay? All right, so we're gonna talk about relationships. I'm gonna start with a familiar relationship because this is one that is actually in the news right now. Test now, let's say. This is one that's in a relationship. This is a familiar relationship. People always assume because you're related by blood that has a special significance to people. But you have to realize that people are who they are. So I never really watched Welcome to Sweeties. I just didn't. That's not my kind of. What's the word? What's the word, y'all? That's not my kind of reality show.
Jam.
My jam, yeah, that fucks with my chi. I mean, I'm cool with Sweetie and I'm cool with the situation. I thought, let me tell you how much I didn't watch the show. I thought the boy was like a bootleg football or basketball player. I didn't know the boy would just have been in jail and his mama had a restaurant. I didn't know that was the sum total of the reason we were supposed to watch them on TV.
I never saw the show. I knew about her because I heard about her restaurant. But I never once watched the show. Not a single time.
I ain't gonna lie. I swear, I thought.
I did hear all the rumors. I heard all the rumors.
The boy was like a football
Houston, so I heard all the rumors.
I thought the little fat boy was like a old high school or college football player. Oh, she was a singer. Okay. Good to know the background. Not surprised he probably did it because he was jealous of the love his mom had for her grandson. So this is why I thought the significance, because even though the show was about her, most of the shit you saw was about the dude, Tim. So that's why I thought he was somebody. I just found out the one with the boy that killed his nephew.
I know rumors that I heard way back then when I never watched the show. Tim was an ex-con. He molested the nephew. The nephew told it.
Hey, I don't know. All I know is this. You done put you get a $450,000 life insurance policy. First of all, somebody let you get that on somebody that wasn't. First of all, let's talk about these companies that don't give a shit about people. Hey, Amy. It's one of my babies from work. First of all, how you gonna get? Oh, it's just real life, because he real life dead. Stanley. I mean,
it was a show, but it was a show about real people, real living people. Yeah.
So let me address let me address the insurance companies. Now, I got whatever condition I have, and I got to pay $17,000 a month for some fucking insurance. But you gonna let somebody who is somebody's uncle take a $450,000 insurance policy out on somebody, on a child, because he was 17. He had just graduated from high school. So, and he conspirated. I don't think that's a word, but we're gonna use it today. He conspired. That's the word. With a stripper, and y'all know how I love strippers, but I don't like strippers in this particular situation. So I watched the clip today, Sweetie Pies, to where the mama fired the son, Tim, the big dude, the one that killed the boy, fired him because he was putting his hands on the two grandsons, Andre and the other little boy. He went to jail at 14 for armed robbery and assault, fell into
He also stole money from her.
Yeah, he embezzled money from the thing. So his mama's on the show now. I don't know who his daddy was. I don't know. Did the boy daddy ever come on the show? I didn't watch it, so I don't know. If anybody watched the show, let me know if the boy daddy came on the show. But that's his mama that runs the restaurant. He used to be the singer, so that's his mama. So I'm looking on my timeline on Facebook, and he's smiling in his booking photo like he was going to the club. You know that picture you was taking the club? He in there smiling in his booking photo like you didn't just put a price on the head of your blood. That's my sister, son, nephew. Not somebody that you call nephew, not your cousin's child, but your sister, my mama, daughter, nephew, my mama, grandson. For some money. Not all relationships that are tied by blood are tied by love. So y'all need to really watch that. You need to welcome to Sweetie Pies is the name of the show. I feel sorry for her. She's a nice lady, reminded me of my grandmother. Yeah, she was the episode I saw, somebody had put just a clip on there. She fired him because he was putting his hands on him. Because she like, that ain't how you do family. And I'm sitting there looking at the clip and listening to what she's saying. And this is back. Hey, Valerie, I'm doing all right. And this was back before it happened. And I'm sitting there, you don't do that to family. That's all she kept saying is, this is family. I mean, the whole time. And he talking about, I don't want them to be like me and da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But you killed him. Now let's just ignore the whole fact that you killed your nephew. You on TV, man. On top of everything else, you stupid. Oh, he kept opening up. Hey, Dina. He kept opening up restaurant in his mama name. I don't know why. He didn't want to work.
He was stealing her money to open the restaurants. That's the thing. He used her money to open them. Hey, Shirley.
But let's just say, for the sake of argument, whatever, you on TV. This not like Tim the cuckoo. I'm telling y'all, and people are petty on top of being rude. So they've been talking about how bad.
Andre's father was dead. He got killed years ago.
No, I'm saying I thought somebody asked where was Tim's daddy. I don't know what
they were talking about. Andre's
daddy. I thought they were talking about Tim. I don't know. Well, he was in jail for the most of his youth, it looks like. So people don't understand that jail is not a rehabilitation center. Jail does not have programs and things in place so that the people who are in jail will come out on top of a situation. It is a holding facility. It is a place where people have cheap labor. It is a place where people are serving the same sentence for murder as they are for stealing a pack of gum. Jail is not a rehabilitation center. So if you send a impressionable child to prison, he is going to come out an adult criminal, and he's going to be better off at criminal stuff because he learned it from the people coming before him.
Actually, they come back out a full-grown child because they don't age. Their age don't change. They stuck it wherever they enter. They're the same age mentally, but now they full grown.
criminal. I mean,
Yeah,
you cannot put a 14-year-old child in prison. Because let me tell y'all something. It's different between jail and prison. Been in jail, and jail, while it is not fun, it is survivable. Prison, however, depending upon your mentality and depending upon how long your ass is gonna be in there, is not. Somebody said, I hate surprise.
Tim already got him from what I heard.
I hate surprise around the corner right now.
Bonnie Chronicle said he already had thick thighs and big hips.
They've been talking about his bad body built ass the whole time. They talking about he gonna be somebody bitch and shit.
I ain't never seen that, but his little egg.
He got hips and booty. And he got titties. He got one snickle.
I ain't never seen nothing but his little egg-shaped head. Every time I see his little head, his brain getting growing up.
His head that don't look like it go with his body. He got these shoulders that are kind of broad, but they're not as broad as you think they should be because he's so tall. And then he big. He like titty big, and then he got a little stomach. It ain't big, but then he got all this ass and hips. Like, I'm like, you're not gonna do good in jail, baby. You're just not gonna do well.
I said he got platypus feet.
Tim Daddy was killed in St. Louis. Okay. So you know how people are petty. But my thing is this. He was a child. Do you know how happy his family was that he graduated from high school? Do you know how many Black families, and I'm not leaving anybody out, but I'm just telling you what I know from growing up. You know how many Black families wish they had one child that actually graduated from high school when I was growing up? That was a wish, not going to college, graduating from high school. Now, I was raised, in a small town, and college was always where I had to go. But there were just so many people. There are millions of people who have children who didn't even finish grade school. Do you know how proud she was when that boy walked across that stage? I was proud. I kind of teared up because I'm like, this baby did all this, walked across this stage just so his uncle could hire somebody to kill him for $450,000. They're going to call him Cheryl. Looking like a big old black woman. I'm so done with surprise around the corner. Okay. But you get it. I just don't. There are people I don't like. You know what I'm saying? I don't wish them death. Because I don't wish nobody death. Because I believe in karma. I believe in get back. I believe in what you do, what you put out there is what comes back on you. I believe that. I believe everything happens for a reason. I believe even bad shit happens for a reason. But I do believe that what you put out comes back to you. There's nothing going to come back to him of any value when you value the life of your nephew at $450,000, and then not $450,000 because you had to pay the hooker and the hitman. So not only that, so you didn't even get the full $450,000. But this child is dead.
He ain't getting none of it. They ain't paying.
No, that's the killer. The reason they started looking at those stupid asses when he went to ask for the money, they was like, we got to investigate this. This boy is dead. He was murdered. What's that, thinking meter?
Well, so he got straight up boobs.
I told you he had boobs. You ain't hear me? Them titties.
I wasn't expecting to find this picture and see he just had straight up boobs on.
Them is titties. And he gonna be in jail. And somebody, because let me tell you something. Let me tell y'all some good shit. No, not years ago. He was killed a couple. He ago was that boy killed, Layla? They ain't got my phone. It's on the charger. See how long ago he was killed. I thought it was a couple years ago.
Let's see.
I don't keep up with stuff like. I mean, I feel bad when somebody loses a child, but I mean, just I'm not a big. Let me see. I think they just not finding out that he did it.
2013.
He was killed in 2013. All right, so they just not finding out about him killing the boy now.
There was rumors way back then. They just finally proved it.
Oh, okay. That's my thing. Let me tell y'all how hard. Life insurance ain't no joke. When my grandmother passed away, that is a man. That is a soft man, but man nonetheless. My grandmother passed away. You get information to the insurance information to the funeral home, the company, the place. And if there's anything else over, they send you back money. So I still am stuck on who the hell gave him a $450,000 life insurance policy on somebody that wasn't his child or spouse. That's what get me. And this is gonna be kind of off the subject, but not. That's how a lot of people get dead. Going down there, you got somebody who values money more than they value life, and you go to an insurance company and they say, "Hey, I want to take out $150,000 insurance policy on my roommate. Let me get this $200,000 insurance policy on this girl I'm dating." Yeah, my thing is this: you won't give me a life insurance policy for $50,000 so they can bury me when I bury me, so they can cremate me and not have to worry about money if I was to pass away. But you would give somebody $450,000 on somebody who is not their child or spouse. A lot of this, the killing part, a lot of this shit that people get killed for and die for can be avoided if you don't let it fucking happen. If you are not related by blood, by immediate family, if that's not your mama getting a policy on their child, your daddy getting a policy on their child, or your mom and them getting a policy on each other, you should not be allowed to just go get a random ass $450,000 life insurance policy on somebody that you call nephew. They probably didn't even check. Come on now. Not even talking about him. There was this white lady back in the, I don't know, 50s or the 40s, 60s and 50s, whatever. She would put life insurance. First of all, she ran a house, like a halfway house for men. And they would get like their Social Security checks. And she would cash them. She had all this done. Plus she had insurance policies on each man that was in the house. Come to find out, she a whole serial killer. Then they gave her money for each man. Plus, she was still cashing their checks after she killed everybody. There's got to be a way. Look, I would love to say that people are going to change and not be like Tim. But the reality is, every time we open our door, somebody has killed somebody that they said they loved or somebody they related to every day, right now. Somebody that said, "I love you" to somebody right before they put the trigger on. I would love to think that would change, but it's not. But if there are things that can be done, come on, man. There was no way he should have been able to got anything that would have made him even think about killing his nephew. And maybe that would have saved his nephew's life. Now, the ironic thing about that is he still didn't get anything, and his nephew still lost his life. The reality is people are going to be who they are. Yeah, sweetie pie son. People are going to be who they are. They're not going to change. Yes, evil is evil, and it will never change. This is my thing. People say people change. People can change. No, they can't. You are who you are. When you change and try to be something you're not, that's when problems come about. That being said, an evil person can do wonderful greatness if it suits them. A wonderful person can do evil if it suits them. But somebody who is bad is gonna be bad. It just is what it is. Now they may be able to they may be able to hide it for a little while. They may be able to redirect their aggression, anger, and anything off to something else. But the reality is they'll find a way. Now, maybe something catastrophic can happen. And maybe. Because I don't say anything is 100% that somebody can't change. But I have seen people who said they've changed and you can still see the person that they are. There was no reason for him to do what he did to that little boy. I don't even care if it was 7 years ago. The reality is that little boy was 17 years old. He was 17. His ex, what? That's just sad. I can't fathom that. If I don't like somebody in my family, I ignore them. I don't call them. I don't hit like on their Facebook. But I ain't no family, anybody in my family I don't like. But don't think that blood equals love. Because it don't. All right. Hey, Janice. His ex-girlfriend says she caught him trying on her clothes. The reality is that people are not
a baby.
A baby. Somebody had. The reality is people are gonna come out the woodwork now, and everybody gonna jump on the Tim is evil bandwagon, and I got a story about something Tim did, and yada yada whoopty whoop. Guess what? If you knew all that shit about Tim, you should have said. No. If you know all that stuff, hey, Chesria, y'all should have been saying that stuff about him. Don't come out there trying to get your little 15 minutes on his 30 minutes, okay? All right, I got one more that's in the news. I feel like we need to address it because I feel like it sucks. Megan Thee Stallion. Now, we all know that she can shake her ass. We also know that she took a minute before she said something about who shot her. Because everybody was like, she got shot in the foot. That ain't serious. That ain't nothing. Shit. She could go back to work tomorrow. Whoop-de-whoop. Everybody got something to say. So she finally came out and said that Tory Lanez shot her. And everybody, I'm about to be pissed off. You shouldn't have to explain to somebody that they shot you. You stupid. I don't like surprise. Talking about hot foot, Meg. Stop it, surprise. Stop it. Now, stop it. You be nice to people. Now, everybody want to jump on this little girl because of what she does, because of her job and what she does. And they want to be mad with her about this, and the third. You want to attack this little girl. No more TV for you. Tory Lanez, quick from. You want to attack this little girl because her situation is not serious because it was her foot. First of all, he shot at her. And let me let y'all in on a little secret about a bullet. Just so happened he can't shoot. All these TV wannabe ass gangster little boys with all these tattoos and holding money up to their ear like a cell phone, not wearing a goddamn shirt and having on pants 3 sizes too big, showing me your little drawers. Don't know how to do shit with a gun, which is why the girl probably still alive. Because you want to be a thug, but you're going to shoot somebody in the goddamn foot. First of all, what you shooting at somebody for? If y'all having an argument, when did grown people not be able to argue? When couldn't you cuss out somebody? And she had every right to. You at a party because of me, and you over there pushing somebody else who's supposed to be hollering at me, and you over there pushing out somebody else. Guess what? I'm gonna cuss your ass the fuck out and put you out the party. You the only reason I'm here. Don't come in here trying to be big and mad when nobody putting you on the guest list but me, player. So if that's the reason,
I'm not reading nothing else. Surprise types.
Say what?
I'm not reading nothing else. Surprise types.
See, that's why I hate people. That's so wrong. But probably did in his mind. Right, living in down low. That's why he's so angry. Look here. Look here. That little girl shouldn't have to explain shit. Somebody shot at her. Just so happened to hit her foot. It could have hit her knee and she wouldn't have been able to dance anymore. It could have hit her back and she wouldn't have been able to walk anymore. It could have hit her fucking head and she would have been dead. And then what the hell are people gonna say then? She ain't gonna be able to put shit out saying she was shot. Nobody has to explain. Not Megan Thee Stallion, not the nigga on the corner. Don't nobody have to explain why something happened. If you don't believe it, that's your business. But leave people alone. And please shut the fuck up when something happened to you, because ain't nobody gonna want to hear it. Because all they hear.
The thing is, she refused to say anything to begin with. She wouldn't tell. She didn't say nothing. And they had a problem with the fact that she wouldn't tell. So then she said, okay, fine. Here's what happened. Now they mad because she talked. What you want? What you want?
First of all, didn't nothing happen to her. First of all, she ain't got shot for real. She just egging that. Why the hell would she? What street cred does that get Megan Thee Stallion getting shot in her foot? Don't worry, I'll wait. She gonna get an extra $1 million in a check? No. They gonna ask her to twerk on a bullet? No. What the hell street cred did she get from getting shot in the foot?
She could be in part 2 of I'm Gonna Get You Sucker. That's it. She could be Della Reese.
It's just right. That bullet could have ricocheted, went through her foot, ricocheted back up. If it was a small caliber weapon, just living in this. I was raised with guns, so just bear with me, y'all. Small caliber weapon, the bullet could have just traveled up in her body. Fuck the whole insides up. It could have shot somebody behind her. Excuse me.
Could have caused a blood clot.
Stop playing with guns. Stop being a gangster. You're not. They might deport him because he's from Canada. Well, shit. All you gotta do is shoot his ass right off the street. Ain't got far to send him. Look here. Leave that little girl alone. Now, she may have made her money being Megan Thee Stallion. Popping ass and wetting up coochies all over the world. But she's still just a girl. And her life is on display for everyone in the world. Hear what I just said. I want to know how many people can withstand that kind of scrutiny from everybody in the world being in your motherfucking business. Folks saying she used to be a man. I saw a thing on there talking about it. I got proof she was a man. And you got something else? How many people can withstand that kind of scrutiny? You don't want your boss to tell you what the fuck to do. Imagine if everybody in the world had an opinion about you because you decided to be an entertainer. These kids need help identifying what is really bothering them girls and boys. Clearly something wrong on other levels. You're correct. May got the last laugh. Her and Cardi B got to know. Yup. But that's just this. How many of us could stand the scrutiny? Think about us on YouTube. Every content creator that's listening to me right now has to endure the scrutiny of people who come across our videos. We have to listen to people talk about, I'm going to hell because I'm gay. Or I'm nasty because I'm fat. Or she ain't really black. How's she gonna tell folks about black stuff? And that's just my little corner of the world. Imagine somebody who has billions of people following them. And this little girl feels like she has to go on TV or on whatever y'all do now, Instagram or whatever the net, and show people a bullet wound so they'll leave her the fuck alone. Leave her alone anyway. If you don't like what she does, don't listen to her. If you don't like the music she makes, don't listen. If you don't like the way she looks, if she pops up on your timeline, do like I do. I scroll past that shit. But if you can't withstand the scrutiny, don't put that shit on nobody else's shoulders. We all need to learn that everybody got something that they don't want nobody to see. Everybody. Everybody has. Mr. Montgomery, hi, but you here. We missed you. If you can't withstand somebody talking about you, you might want to think about it next time you want to talk about somebody else. All right. Those were two things I had that were going on in the world. Oh, one more thing. I started to stay away from political stuff. Right. I know I couldn't take it. Meet me at McDonald's with 57 years old. I know I got issues. That's right. One last thing. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. I think I said her name right. I don't want to mess her name up because I hate that. Yeah. They are now the candidates that are running against Trump and Pence. I'm not going to tell you who to vote for, but I'm going to tell you to vote. If you're looking around and you do not like the way our country has become, vote. If you do not like the way that this pandemic has been handled, if you don't like the fact that Black lives still don't really matter, if you don't like the fact that children are still in cages and some of those children are being trafficked, if you don't like the fact that nobody is paying attention to us, hey, Veronica, and that we are slowly becoming a place we don't recognize, vote. I don't care what you say. I don't give a shit who Biden. I don't care if it come out that they was both serial killers. I'd rather have them two serial killers in there than the two that's in there now. Vote. Vote. Do not sit up there and say I ain't vote for nobody because I don't like nobody because she did this and he did that. He ain't did shit to y'all. Okay? Stop saying what they did. Do anybody know them personally? Anybody, you know? Now, if you know them personally and they done did some shit to you, then be mad. Maybe you don't vote for them. That's cool. But if you just regular, degular person, anything is better than what we're going through now. Anything is better than what we have now.
And if you voted last time, remember, we got this orange man because y'all voted for a gorilla last time.
Do not vote for Kanye. Do not vote for Nick Cannon. Do not vote for anybody odd on the fucking ballot. Do not do it. Because if you don't think those 2, 3, 400,000 votes count, they do. Because guess what? Guess what? Those 200,000, 300,000 votes can be the difference between him getting back in there or him getting at his house. Hillary Clinton won the popular election by 5 million votes, and she is still not president. So understand, vote, and do not vote for no bullshit. People voted for, hear me. The last election, everybody was talking down like Hillary. Did Hillary come to the hood and do some shit I didn't know nothing about? Was she selling some whack weed? What the fuck did Hillary do so bad that y'all got to say we don't like Hillary? I don't like Hillary. What? Why? What she did? She didn't get mad because Bill had a girlfriend. He was the president. And she didn't show out. She didn't get pissed off and act up when y'all had her sitting in front of people for weeks at a time talking about some goddamn emails or talking about the 2 or 3 people that died in Benghazi. I think it was 4. Excuse me. 160,000 Americans have died during this pandemic. I'm just going to leave that right there. Vote. Period, point blank, end of discussion. If you have the right to vote, do it. Do not vote for Kanye. Do not vote for Nick Cannon or anybody else that put their dumb ass. Somebody said something. I'm coming home. And somebody was talking about he was going to run. I think it was Jamie Foxx said something stupid. I'm like, you don't go sit your ass down and blame it on the liquor and shut the hell up. Hey, Raylo. Vote. We cannot.
Please vote for real. Don't write in nothing stupid.
Don't sit up say my mama. Don't nothing. Because
don't
it doesn't
vote for these nuts. None of that stupid stuff that you did last. That's how we got 45.
Somebody voted these nuts. That's some shit you saying too.
Yeah, they voted for the gorilla. It's not belated. My birthday's Monday. They voted for the gorilla. They voted for these nuts and nobody.
Here's the thing. Oh, I didn't vote for Trump. Did you vote for Hillary? No. Well, you voted for Trump.
You voted for Trump.
Make no mistake about it. If you had the ability to vote, if you had the right to vote, if you could get to vote and you didn't vote for anybody.
See, Ms. Montgomery said these nuts got 1% of the vote.
How the fuck do these nuts get? These nuts shouldn't get none of the vote. Nuts just be sitting back there getting hot and got hairy balls and lint and shit on them. What the fuck you voting for nuts for? They don't do nothing. You can at least vote for this dick. Shit. Who the hell gonna vote for nuts? They just hang there.
No, sorry, I ain't
nuts. Who the hell vote for nuts? Vote for this coochie. How about that? Huh? No, I told him, I said I had to say that because that's a relationship as well. These people that we vote in the office, they're responsible for us in a certain way. They're responsible for the laws and the things that affect us. They're responsible for the money we get in our area. That's a relationship. These people are a relationship. See, people only think of relationships. They think of my wife or my girlfriend or my sister. My husband or my boyfriend. But relationships are everything. The relationships you have with your children, the relationships you have with your job, the relationships you have with your friends, and the relationship you have with people that you don't know personally, but affect you personally, because that's what politicians are. That's what politicians are. We vote them in the office. We listen to what they say and we vote them in. And then we get mad when they don't do everything. Well, guess what? Everybody was mad with Obama because he wasn't just freeing black people willy-nilly. Well, that's not his job. What is his job? His job was to make the whole country get better. If I could do it like a restaurant, he's the GM. He's just the dude that signs the papers and sits there. He has people for that. And sometimes his people does what he wants them to do. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes shit happens like you want to do. Sometimes it don't. We have to vote. We have to get a real relationship with the people that are the powers that be, that have power over us. Power that we gave them because we voted them into office.
If people actually vote, he will not get back in. But if they go in there playing around again.
You know, Ice Ninja, I think that even his party understands, because he has gotten to the point now. I didn't know that these two things were related, but you remember when he sent, I don't know whether it was the police or the military, after protesters so that he could stand in front of the church to hold up a Bible? They are peacefully protesting. That is what America, that is what we do. During wars, we have sit-ins. We sit down. We shut up. We don't go. You want to stop somebody from doing something, mess with their money. We boycott. We kneel. We sit. We walk across bridges. We walk miles. And we stand in the rain. That's what protesting is. So you can understand that what you're doing to us is wrong. What you're doing to us is incorrect. Because these people were protesting peacefully. So you send armed people to them to start some shit so you can take a picture in front of a church that you ain't been in and hold a Bible that I'm sure was burning the tips of your fingers.
That he ain't never opened.
No. He was burning tips of his fingers. And he didn't go into church for a reason. Because he'd been like, as soon as they opened the door and a flash of light would have came down and all you would have saw is an orange smudge, looked like somebody dumped out a bag of Cheetos and rolled over them with the goddamn tire for you to open the church doors. He ain't been on no damn church.
He do the wicked witch. I'm melting.
Thing was acting up.
What's it? Oh.
Not right now.
First of all, fuck that. Vote. Let me tell you something. Now you can sit up here and talk about I don't like her. I don't know why. I don't know why every time somebody who is not like, I don't know, a certain color of blackness, people got to argue with their blackness.
I said it probably wasn't even really a Bible.
Say what? It was the Bible. It was somebody's Bible. He make it so bad. Yeah, it was upside down too. It was fucked up. It was upside down. It was backwards, and it was somebody else's Bible. So, please preach school. Everyone didn't understand this. I don't know what this. First of all, let me let y'all know the secret. There's a little nigga in everybody. Let me say it again. There's a little black in all of us. Y'all ever seen somebody white with the perfect afro? I love them little afros. I love them little fluffy afros. And they be this color too. They look like that.
That's good, Asia. I'm glad to hear that.
You think they got it from? No, they got it from some ancestors sneaking down there in the thing. Jamaicans ain't black. Who the hell said that? I've seen them. They black. So if her daddy was Jamaican, guess what? Kamala. Is it Kamala? Kamala. Okay. I just don't like messing up her name because I've never heard anybody say it correctly. I've heard, when you listen to Fox News, Fox is going to fuck her name up because, they never called him President Obama. He was always Barack or his first name.
Yeah, he was always Barack. They never did say president.
They never said President Obama. Never said President Obama. It pissed me off. No, it's Kamala, but the emphasis on the Kam in the beginning. So it's Kamala. It's not Camilla. It's not Kamala. It's Kamala because the emphasis is on the first part. But anyway, off that. They never said President Obama. They always disrespected him in that manner, which pissed me off. But hey, truth is, if you look around, everybody, yes. We all have shit that we don't want anybody to know we did. We all have stuff that we look back on our past and go, well, God damn, I sure don't know if I found out I did that. We even look at ourselves and go, bitch, why did you do that? But I don't affect anybody but the people in my house. And maybe y'all. And that's why I try to give y'all a good effect when I come on here. I'm not going to come on here with no bullshit. I'm not going to come on here dissing nobody. I'm not going to come on here talking about nobody. I mean, not nobody on YouTube. I'm not going to come and use my platform. If I can use my platform to make somebody laugh, give somebody another way of thinking, then that's what I'm going to do. But it is what it is. I'm small. But the reality is our presidents, they affect us. They affect how people act. The reason that discrimination, racism, bias has become so prevalent is because our leader has made it okay for it to be that way. People follow the leader. And when you're a bad leader, bad people follow you. They have something to hold on to. They have somebody to look at as an icon. The white supremacist groups, neo-Nazis, things like that, they can come out now because nobody's going to do anything to them. The KKK can come on back out. Ain't nobody going to do nothing to them. So I watched the show Charlottesville, and listen to the people. And only one person died, but that was one person too many. Because you were pissed off. Yeah. Yes. And he has shut down a lot of post office. He has messed up a lot of post offices. But let me tell y'all this. For anybody who's voting and has to do it by a ballot and doesn't want to stand in line, request your ballot now. Get your ballot. Drop it off. Don't worry about the post office. There are a lot of people. Him messing with the post office didn't just mess up voting, which is what he's trying to do. I get my medicine through the mail. You know how many sick and shut in? Do you know how many of your grandmamas, granddaddies, great grandmamas, granddaddies, the only way they get their medicine and a lot of things they need to survive is by the mail?
See, I thought he was messing with all the mail, but my papa had to point out to me, he's like, oh no, he's only messing with the blue states. And I was like, oh.
But he's not smart and understanding. He is taking away balloting places in predominantly Black areas, thinking that you can't go somewhere else. When you shut down one ballot place, you have to make another available for that area. So that just means he's gonna have people trying to get somewhere else. And you get the right people together, you would get buses. If I had the money, I don't even know, I would figure it out. But I don't live in a place where we can walk our ballots in. We live across the street from our polling place. Excuse me. But vote. If you can vote, vote. And if you don't vote, next year, shut the fuck up. Don't say nothing. Don't say one word. If election Wednesday, when we wake up and we still in the same hell, don't say shit. Don't say nothing. If you didn't vote and could vote, and you had the ability to vote, and all you could say is I don't like her, or I don't want another white man in there, well, you ain't got but two options: an orange man and a white man. No, I didn't see that. But that was a hot mess. Package, yeah. Vote if you can vote. If you are not sick, if you are not infirm, if you're not in an area, because see, you got to understand there are a lot of areas out there that the post office and the mail is the only way they get a lot of stuff. They are out in the boondocks. So if you can vote in person, vote in person. If you can't, if you're older, ask your kids to help you. Look and see. I know that there are going to be programs and things available to people to get people to polling places and to get their ballots in on time. So please, in your area, look those things up. And if somebody needs your help, help them. Even if you just tell them where to go. Because some people just need to know that. So vote. That was it. All right. So on to relationships. We're going to move on now to the love relationships. Sort of, kind of. So here's the thing. Has anybody ever had that big, all-encompassing love for someone? Leilani, you know, that blinders on, take me a long time. Yes, and work the pose if you can. Take you a long time to get over them kind of love. You know, the kind of love that you know they doing some bullshit, but you excuses for it. You know what I'm saying? Anybody ever had that?
I haven't had that.
You never been so, but then question is, have you ever hated somebody you love so much that they still affect you to this day? That one you had. You had that one. Here's the thing, y'all. If you still have an open door in a past relationship, then you shouldn't be in a present relationship. Stanley got up and walked out. He's silly talking about, oh my goodness. The reason I'm saying that is because love is a funny thing. Love is actually the closest you can get to hate without actually hating somebody. And I say that because of this. You can't hate somebody you don't know. You can't hate somebody that don't make you feel something. I don't hate Trump. I don't give a fuck about Trump. He's nothing to me. He just happens to be the president who is fucking up the country I live in. Other than that, I don't hate him because I don't know him. He ain't personally did nothing to me. He ain't mess with my kids. He ain't mess with my wife. So I mean, personally, he hasn't done anything. I don't hate him. I hate his politics, and I hate what happens because of him. But him, I don't hate. Love can turn into hate so quickly that we don't realize it. What is a deal breaker? It's a very thin line. Yes, Stanley. Yes, Violet. Or Stanley, depending on who's there. What's a deal breaker? Is cheating a deal breaker? Is will you forgive them for cheating? Take them back. They do it again. Do you leave? Or because you forgave them one time, do you forgive them again? Is money a deal breaker? What's a deal breaker? What's a I can't take this shit no more? And is it a combination of things or is it one thing? Disrespect is a deal breaker. What do you consider that? Because here's the thing: what do you overlook in a relationship, and what breaks your back? What do you overlook when you love somebody? Anybody? Everybody? I only got one person on the panel, so that's just me and Leilani talking. But Leilani, what would break your back about the relationship you in now? Yeah. That's a deal breaker. Yeah. That's a jail goer. That's not a deal breaker. That's a jail goer right there. You doing what? Oh, stay right there. No. You stay right there in that bed. Don't you move now.
For me, it's lying and cheating. It's like, and it's more of a, if I question something, that's because I already know the answer, and then you lie to my face about what I already know. That's the deal breaker for me, because I already know the answer.
All right, you can never really say until as an individual the cut up point, everybody is different. That's right. But my question is this: we all have certain things in a relationship that we can't handle. I don't do mean drunks. I don't do it. First time you're a mean drunk, I have to go. I have that in my past. I don't have it because I know there's nothing I can do for them. Excuse me. I know there's. Hit me. That's the.
No, that's definitely a buy. You're not gonna hit me. And I'm gonna injure you before I leave.
Okay, now here's the thing. If I started it, now hold on. I'm not stupid. If I started some shit and I put my hands on you and you hit me back harder, I can't do nothing because I started that shit. However, if I'm just sitting there watching my ID, I'm just sitting there watching the bitch get killed, and you come pop me in my eye because I didn't answer you quick enough. Oh, wait, what?
See, I don't do the hit. I'm not gonna hit you, so you don't hit me. So they go. I know it's not gonna be. No, don't hit me.
I hate.
You're not gonna play hit.
I don't know what surprise around the corner got going on. He's talking about I will cut everything but the bottom of their feet. Why not the bottom of their feet? I will cut the bottom of their feet.
That would take a long time.
I'm ass backwards. See, I will cut the bottom of their feet. Run that bitch. Run that. Where you going?
No, you can't have no motherfuckers cut the bottom of the feet and use the rest
thing I would do. That's all I see is see if I come in my room and I see that bed over there and there's 4 legs in that bitch. Why you say it like that? Let me say one more again. And it's 4 legs in that bitch, and 2 of them don't belong to Nicholas, Brittany, Charles, or 4 of them don't belong to the dogs. And I'm coming home, it's 2 feet in that bit. I'm cutting the bottom of their feet, taking all the shoes. And first of all, I'm petty. I'm very petty. So while you would cut everything but the bottom of their feet, I would fuck the bottom of their feet up, take their shoes, and put them the fuck out. Butt ass naked, bleeding in the feet. And then when the police come, ma'am, what, ma'am? I didn't kill him? Shit. That's what I saw. I was scared of the 4 feet in my bed. It shouldn't have been 4 feet in my bed. I got scared. So I cut what I saw. And then as I was screaming, they ran out of me. And I was screaming. They got scared and they ran out. And I locked my door because I didn't know who it was, because I know my wife don't have nobody in the bed. Now, if I should so happen to look outside and DC outside naked with cut up feet, well, then guess what? Okay, shouldn't have been there. Shouldn't have been there. See, if you weren't doing something you had no business doing, guess what? Your feet would be all right.
A rotisserie chicken.
I do a lot of. Wait a minute. Hold on. I do a lot of stuff, but I haven't doing more than I have ever thought you would or could. Life is strange, and I will hit your ass. I will get a big lighter and some lights. Wait a minute. You gonna disinfect them while you set them on fire? So they're gonna be germ free, but they're gonna be burnt the fuck up. That's funny. See, I used to
with the chicken surprise. I need to know about this chicken.
He said he gonna rotisserie chicken them. He gonna set their ass on fire. He's gonna roast their ass. That's what he said. He's roasting people.
Oh goodness.
That's hilarious. He gonna rotisserie. They're gonna be disinfected and juicy and delicious. Okay. Ooh, here's my thing, y'all. If you love somebody and they do something, because guess what? We all do shit. Come on now. Go on and lie and say you don't do shit to get on your partner's nerves. Go on and lie. We all do stuff.
Spray the Lysol on the lighter and roast.
I told you. Hey, Beverly. Whoosh. So I know if somebody over there surprised around the corner area on fire, who did it? If you kick in.
Hey, Beverly.
I guess too much. All right. So back before we started committing murder. Girl makes great cornbread.
There's probably one particular word that you're typing, Violet, that is kicking out, and we can't even see it to show it.
Yeah.
Not even letting us see.
Am I at the point in my relationship? Yes, I've been to the point where I fart in front of my. Yeah. Why not? That's bodily function. It's not. Now, when you first get in a relationship with somebody, you first dating, you don't fart around them. You ain't got to go to the bathroom ever. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to do none of that stuff. But, once we've been together, shit, how long you been together? 7 years? Fart, everything. Graphic novel. After so long, But anyway, what I was saying is because I'm easily distracted by the shiny things. Shiny. If you forgive somebody, shut the fuck up. Here's my thing. I used to say this all the time, and people didn't understand what I meant, so I'm going to explain it. When you're in a relationship, you have 2 things that you can do. Don't hold no gas and nothing else. No. There's 2 things you can do in a relationship. You can shut the fuck up and stay, or you can shut the fuck up and go. And here's why I say that. You spend your time and your energy arguing and fussing and being mad and being miserable at somebody, and you're not going anywhere. It's like a crime. A criminal commits a crime, even though he knows it's illegal, and even though he knows he could possibly go to jail or get some kind of punishment, he still commits the crime. Now, maybe if he gets caught for the crime, he'll stop doing it. Maybe he won't, depend upon the person. But all that talking and shit y'all be doing in the middle, when cops be having folks in there, all that talking they be doing, why'd you do this, and where was you at, da 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 da. Shut up. You're not gonna say nothing. If you are mad with your boo for whatever reason, and they did something really bad, you know what I'm saying? If they kick your, if they what's the word I'm looking for? If they were that last straw, if they were the that broke the camel's back, if the thing they did was the last thing that you needed in life, what are you arguing with him for or her for? What are you arguing about? Why are you fussing? Why are you asking them if it was cheating? Why are you asking them who is it? What did you do? Where did you do it? Why are you doing all that? Are you gonna stay? It boils down to this. Are you going to stay or are you going to go? If you're going to go, leave. Don't argue. Don't fuss. Don't withhold the coochie. Don't withhold the ding ding. Don't sleep on the couch. Don't sleep with your back turned to them. Don't do all that. If you've forgiven them and you're moving on and they're sincere about changing, then shut up. If you can't get past any of that, if you can't get past what they did, just pack their shit if it's your house or your shit if it's their house and go. Because they're never going to give you the answer you need. Think about how many times, if you've been in a situation where your significant other cheated on you, how many millions of questions went through your head, and you asked the questions. Now answer me, how many times did you get an answer that actually made sense to you? How many answers did you get that actually changed the dynamic of what they did? How many answers did you get that fixed how you felt? None. Because now you don't believe anything they say. Now everything they say is a lie. Every person they talk to is going to be somebody you suspect. Every time their phone rings, you're going to sit up there and be miserable. So if you're really going to stay with somebody, you just got to shut the fuck up. Why are you arguing? This topic gives me bad grammar. Why is you be arguing with all these people? Stop arguing. What about those who've been cheating on everyone? Hold on. What about those of us that have cheated on every and played side dude to several? What do you think causes that? That's true. Don't ask questions I want to answer to. Okay. All right. To Mr. Montgomery. Hold on. There we go. Now, let me tell y'all something. Maybe you weren't with the right. Just because you like somebody, and I'm kind of focusing on Mr. Montgomery because of what he said, but this is for anybody. Just because you like somebody don't mean you're supposed to be in a relationship with them. Doesn't mean they hold that kind of sway in your heart to make you not cheat on them. So, Mr. Montgomery, if you have cheated on every woman you've been with, then you probably have not been with the woman you're supposed to be with. That's not a 100% certainty, but I'm almost sure that you have not been with the person that you're supposed to be with. You've gotten into relationships, and I'm going to tell you something, male and female, a lot of us get into relationships because we don't want to be alone, not because we're particularly in love with the person. We like them, they cool and all. I don't mind hanging out with them for a little while, but I don't want to be alone anymore. Well, that's not a relationship. That's a situation. That you cheated on and play side dude. Mr. Montgomery, you may just not be ready to be somebody's man, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Here's where the problem lies. If you're not ready, that's cool. Don't hurt nobody in the process. and don't get hurt in the process. Now, I don't know how you were raised or who raised you. I don't know what you saw growing up, Mr. Montgomery. Maybe you saw that's how guys did relationships. You got to understand, we repeat what we grew up and what we saw. Thank you, Miss Kitty. We repeat that. We repeat patterns. Everything we do now, even though we have put our own spin on it, we learned some of it, if not most of it. Hell, if not all of it, from growing up, from our parents and the people we're around. So maybe that's how you saw relationships when you were growing up. So that's what you think. But here's the thing.
It's also the point of, if that's what you always see, if what you always end up in is a cheating relationship, the women you with are always, it's a married woman who's cheating on her man with you. So why are you going to go and find somebody that you're going to be with? You just assuming that they do the same thing that these other women that you always with are. So why not cheat? Because you feel like that's what people do. You don't know about the people who don't cheat on each other.
Mr. Montgomery, let me tell you something, baby. Let me tell you something. There ain't nothing wrong. Don't feel as though because of what you have done, there's something wrong with you. The reality is that you weren't ready to be somebody's man. And even if you didn't know it consciously, subconsciously you did. I'm not ready to settle down. I'm not ready to be just with this one person. So I'm going to do the one thing I need to do that keeps me from being with that person. I'm not going to be faithful. Or I'm going to be with somebody who got somebody else and they can go home and leave me alone. And they can be with me when I want to be with me. And then I can be where I want to be when I want to be. So don't feel as though you're an awful person. Because let me tell y'all something. Let me give y'all a little drop a little bit of this. Cheating is not an accident. This side dude, your wife, the other people's wife did not accidentally fall on your dick. They made that decision. So in that situation, in the side dude situation, you may not think it, but you were being used just as much as you were using somebody. In the other relationships, you weren't ready to be their man. And that's cool. Or they're not the person that you were supposed to be man with. I mean, that's not what I meant. And that's not the person you're supposed to be with. Trust me, there is somebody out there who will love, respect, and make you not want to cheat. Make you not want to go nowhere. I tell people that shit all the time. And then when it happened, they sit up there and be like, well, damn. They are out there. And guess what? Nothing you do now is going to stop them from being yours. The person who is meant for you will be for you. My only thing I give to you, Mr. Montgomery, is in these situations, realize that while you may think you're using somebody, you may be being used as well. You may be being used yourself. Make sure that the women, if you want to change that, make sure that the women in a relationship, if you tell a woman straight up in the beginning, let me tell you something, and let me tell you what a lot of women ain't gonna tell you. They really say they want the truth. They don't. Everybody, the first thing they say, tell me the truth. And as soon as you tell them the truth, that's a lie. You know, bitch, shit. You don't know what to say. If you tell a woman up front, straight up, hey, I just want to kick it. I don't want to be your man. That's not what we're doing now. I want to have sex, maybe watch a movie. That's it. If you tell somebody that and they still want to act some kind of way, you have did your due diligence and you've done what you're supposed to do. You told somebody the truth up front. I don't want to be your man. But now understand, a lot of women will hear, I don't want to be your man right now, but if you stick around long enough, I can change your mind. It don't matter what they hear. If you say what you mean and something happens, that's on them. That ain't on you. But understand, you don't want to keep being used too, baby, because a side nigga is just that. So when your woman, when Mrs. Montgomery come around, she gonna catch your ass off guard, And you ain't gonna realize you done cut off everybody until you done cut off everybody. And then one day you gonna see me and go, well, goddamn. And you just put the thumbs up when you hit it, and I'm gonna go, yup. That's the end of it. All right. I hate when I hear that. I always wish I had it. Hold on, what happened? I must have missed something. What I missed?
When people accidentally fall into somebody and just
yeah. You know, in my 53 years of living, I have never seen accidental copulation before. No, never seen it. Never seen it.
Me either. Just never.
And STDs do not discriminate. Yes. Here's my thing with that. Y'all know how much I love my Maury and Lauren Lake. I will tell all my people in my stream and who will look at this on the replay, if you are single, please practice safe sex. Use condoms. Make sure you use condoms, because everybody who look and smell like a rose might still have dirt hanging on their goddamn roots, okay? So
if you start dating a guy that doesn't have many friends, is that a red flag? No.
Huh?
Everybody don't have lots of friends.
I don't. I like 3. I mean, like actual people that I have kids. You know what I'm saying? Like kids.
Now, if you know that he don't have lots of friends, now you can't be upset when you think he gonna be gone and going out with his friends a lot when you knew he didn't have no friends, so he ain't going nowhere. He gonna be right there.
If you guys, let me tell y'all something. Don't go into a relationship to change somebody. Let me say that one more time. I need to say that so everybody can hear me. Do not go into a relationship to change the person. If you are dating somebody who has lots of friends and likes to hang out, he will carve time out for you, but he's not going to give up all his friends. Flip it around if it's a girl. He's not going to stop hanging out with the boys just for you. And don't get pissed off if he don't, because guess what? He was doing that when he met you. Okay? If you are dating somebody who has a dangerous job, police officer, fireman, in the military, don't sit up there and talk about, I feel like I've been abandoned because they had to go and they do their job and they never hung it. Bitch, you knew what they was doing when you got them. That is the most ridiculous shit I've ever heard in my life. When somebody gets with somebody in the military and they're mad because they get deployed, or you get with somebody who's a fireman and get mad because he's gone for 24 hours at a time, or you get with a police officer because he got away. Bitch, you knew he's a police officer. They shoot at him for training.
My cousin's wife married him. She picked him and married him because she knew he was going to go into the NFL. And then when he had to leave and go to training, she complained that he wasn't home. So she made him quit and come home. And then when he quit and came home, she divorced him because she said, I married you because you were supposed to be in the NFL.
Wait. You just broke my brain a little bit. Hey, Rico. Wait a minute. So he was in the NFL.
Well, they met in the school. She met him in school. She picked him because he was the athlete. He was the all-star of the whole school.
He must hate her now. Mm-hmm. He hate her. Yeah. Don't date somebody trying to change him. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop complaining. If you want to be with somebody for any reason other than love, stop complaining when shit don't work out the way you want it to. Okay? If you want to be with somebody because you think they might make some money and you ain't got to work, don't complain when it don't work out. If you with somebody because you want to leave the little bit of town you in and you think the only way you can do that is to marry this dude, don't be complaining when it don't work out the way you want to. Don't complain. Stop getting in relationships thinking that somebody gonna change for you, but you ain't got to change for them. The first thing happened as soon as somebody get mad. They want to get mad with the dude because he didn't want to be with somebody no more. But you tried to, don't, stop. If you don't like the person that you have exactly the way they are right now, not what they'll be in 5 years, not what they were when they were in high school, but the person that they are right now, then get somebody else. There are billions of people in the world. It does not stop with the one person you have focused your energies on. If you like him but don't like his afro, you don't like him. If you like him but don't like his job, you don't like him. If you like him but don't like his friends, guess what? You don't like him. And flip it around and put, you know what I'm saying. Find somebody you do like. Find somebody whose hair you like, whose friends you like, whose job you like. And then you'll be happy. Instead of trying to make yourself happy, making somebody into something you want them to be as opposed to being who they are. When you go into a relationship with your heart not right, it will never work out. Yeah.
Hey again, Rico.
Relationships are not a job to me. This is my opinion, and that's it. You do work on them. You compromise. You don't scream when you don't have to. You don't get pissed off just because. You consider their feelings. And that's it. A couple I know are having problems. They had friends who were also couples. The female called herself cheating with the male friend. Come to find out her husband was already cheating on her with it. Hey, woo, woo. There's a lot of going on. So the wife and the husband was cheating with the same dude. Is that what I mean? Is that what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting. There's nothing. If you are gay, if you're a dude and you like ding ding, if you're a woman and you like coochie, do not marry a man or a woman. So you can hurt them by cheating on them. Stop. Don't hide your sexuality in somebody else's marriage. Stop it. Stop.
You got feelings for your ex, stay with your ex.
Ex is an ex for a reason. But you need to close the door. That's my brain went. No, them doors, the windows open, the doors open, the patio door open, ain't no roof on the motherfucker shit. It's just whatever that, you know when they build in the house and it's the frame, that's all. Now they
hurt people, you know what I'm saying?
They hurt themselves. You hurt yourself. No.
Listen, they hurt me.
Yes, I get that. But you don't realize while you're hurting somebody else, you are destroying yourself. You hurting somebody else because you don't know how to handle a relationship.
Right, Kitty.
Because you ain't closed the door. Every now and again, hold on, time out. Every now and again, I look up at Leilani and I'm trying to figure out why this little girl keep looking at me. But because it caught me off guard because I was kind of looking and I looked over there and it was a big eyeball. That's what the fuck. Her background is the kids. It's the girls. People screw up their lives so much by cheating. Just in a relationship and then do what you want to do. It will save you problems and heartache. And you know what kills me about people? They say I don't want to hurt them. That's why I didn't. That's why I cheated on them. Wait, what? If I break up with them, if I tell them I want to leave, then that's worse than me cheating on them. People think having a hard disagreement or discussion that something is wrong. No, you're two different people. Yes. You're supposed to be able to have an argument with your spouse or your significant other and not worry about whether they love you after the argument, because that doesn't come into play. When you love somebody, you love somebody. Period. Point blank. Or you're supposed to. Let me say that. I'm not gonna stop. That's just like I don't want to argue. That's like parents that don't want to argue with their kids because their kids to get the kids ain't gonna love them after they get to arguing with them. Even shit if you love me or not, go sit down somewhere. You still love me, you be all right. I was dating who told me on the second day he likes men too. Well, I mean, how did that go with you? Both times? Were you all right with that? When did you stop dating him? Is bisexuality a deal breaker?
Yeah, that's a deal breaker.
No, I mean, no, what I'm saying is bisexual. What I'm saying is a deal breaker when I say that, but the reality is somebody gonna cheat. It don't matter if they cheat with a dude or a girl. If you cheat on me, I don't give a shit what it is. I'm saying is
my response would be like, okay, well, I don't want you dating nobody other than me. If we together.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is because the killing part is that if a woman says she slept with other women, men be like, "Ooh, that's cool." Women, on the other hand, we get a little judgy. Dude say he like men too, and you be like, "Ugh, that's what that's like." No. You can't have it both ways.
You have to sign into what? Into the link to come on the panel?
Now you just gotta click it, I think. You just gotta click
it and you put a little name on there.
Yeah. I mean, but it is also your prerogative not to date somebody because they're bisexual. No, people want to get all up in arms and get upset about stuff. The reality is, if you don't want to date somebody because they have dated a man or a female, depending upon your sexuality, then that's completely on you. That's your preference, and ain't nothing wrong with that. Yep. These kids are disrespectful, need discipline from home, then they have a better chance at respecting others. He wanted me to do things I wasn't comfortable with at the time. Well, then, hey, he got to kick rocks. I mean,
okay, so he was wanting some group type stuff going on. No, see, that's
no. I don't mind that you done dated. I don't mind you done dated a dude. However, I ain't in for all that, you know.
That don't have nothing to do with me.
No,
no, sir. Bye.
No,
sir.
No. I'm not gonna do that.
Bye, sir. No. You play too much, sir.
Cause I don't know. I think I don't think that before DC I was ever in a real relationship my entire life. And I'm kind of bummed to say that out loud. And I've had people that said they love me and that they were my boyfriend, girlfriend. But I don't really think I ever was in a real relationship until then. That was that. I did appreciate it. Hey, he told you what was up. And it was up to you whether or not you was going to try to do the freaky sneaky or you was going to go on about your business. And he gave you that option. That's all I'm saying. Give somebody the option. Give them an option. Don't just wake up one morning wrapped up in duct tape and say, bitch, spank me. I don't know. I couldn't think of it. Wake up and say, is this motherfucker dead? What? You got a note taped to the side. Spank me when you wake up. No, the fuck I'm not. That's the lead. You right
there, all taped up.
I will cut you out of this tape so that when the people find you, you won't be dead. But I ain't got nothing to do with that.
I'm gonna leave. However you got taped up like that, you're gonna have to figure out how to untape it because I'm gone.
I don't feel. I don't know how you were. I don't know. They freaking. They might find a way. No. Because I'd come to find out later on that I was a number, and I never want to be in a number in a relationship. But because a relationship, the first person I fell in love with had a baby almost a year to the day of our anniversary when we started dating. First person I was in love with. I even helped him get money because he said she was going to have an abortion because she already had kids, like 5 of them. And I was 19 at the time. So that's what started. Now I dated this guy in college, but I mean, we never put a label on it, but he got mad at me one time when I didn't feel like being bothered with him on his birthday. I was like, ain't your man? Ain't. So no, I don't think I was ever in a real relationship. One to where I felt like I was receiving what I was giving out. Now, have I been in love with somebody? Yes. Have I thought I was in a relationship? Yes. But it wasn't until I started dating DC that I realized that I had spent so much of my time giving myself, my money to people who weren't giving me the time of day. And I had to realize that I'd rather be by myself and doing me than somebody calling me their girlfriend. I'm saying my dad would not let me date until Stan. Wish I could have had more experience, had to learn much as an adult, except the freaking code. The freaky is in there. You ain't got to learn freaky. Freaky come natural. It's natural. It's like green eyes. I'll just playing. But no, I don't think I was. No. I don't think I was in one. And I mean, if we look back on a lot of our relationships, that's what's up, Violet. Got lucky. And that's the thing. I can look now and I have fun and I was in love and I have loved people. But I'm blessed. I got lucky and I found my forever person. I found that person who was for me. And that's why I tell you, the person who is out there, who is yours for you, they'll be yours if they're meant to be yours. I'm trying to. Can you touch that little? Oh, there you got it. You know. He bad as hell. Stand in bed. She said stand in bed as hell. Valid. Yeah. I did. I got lucky. And I'm blessed. And I tell her, I ain't got no shame in my game. I'm blessed to have the person that I have in my life. But no. A real relationship, I mean, what we would consider a real relationship, nah, not for real. I wish I had been. And that's what gives me the insight for the stuff I tell y'all, for the things that I have been through and the things that I've seen and the things that I let slide. When I'm saying something, it's because I know I done let some shit slide. So, you know. But here's my advice. Close the door. If you've broken up with someone, divorced them, close the door. Because until you close the door on that chapter, on that house, in your neighborhood, think of your... Thank you, Violet. You too. Thank you. Until you close that door on that particular house in your neighborhood, you're never going to be happy in another one because you're always going to be looking back, trying to see who's standing in that doorway. You got to shut that door. You got to close. I'm like Luther waiting for love. You know what? When you least expect love, when you ain't looking, love be right there. And not just that bullshit love, not that give me some coochie love, but that real, I'm in it for the long haul love. It'll be there.
Now that song is in my head.
What's that?
Wait for love.
Wait for love, wait for love. Oh, shit. Ooh. Closing doors. Exes are exes for a reason. You divorced them, broke up with them, put them in your rearview mirror, and put them in your past for a reason. Stop letting them have any say so in your present. They are your past, and they will fuck your present up harder than anything in the world. When you allow somebody to have that kind of real estate in your life, it's not going to go the way you think. And you don't want to go sit up there and be miserable. Because a person right now, if you got somebody else in your life and they doing everything they supposed to do and showing you everything that they supposed to have, and they fucked up a little bit, and you punish them, but you still punishing them, you're going to end up by yourself.
Please be right back, Violet.
Oh. I met my spouse on, well, actually, what had happened was, we were on a website, tagged, and I thought she was cute, so I tagged her. And then she tagged me, and we talked. But we didn't talk a lot. We talked in person. We started in 2010. And, but it was like a couple of years, because she got a girlfriend, so I thought she was cute, but I ain't about to sit up there and be... if you in love, be in love, and I'll be over here by myself. I'm okay. So when she got her girlfriend, I stopped communicating with her, and she kind of got what?
Aaron just figured out that Stanley's Violet. I guess this whole time she's been trying to figure out who we was calling Violet.
So yeah, we met online, and we talked for a long time before we met, and then we talked on the phone for like 2 months before we met in person. And we were together like 7-8 months before she asked me to be her girlfriend, and I said yes. And we were together for about 2 years, 3 years before she asked me to marry. Because I wasn't going nowhere, and she wasn't going nowhere. She couldn't go nowhere no more. So, it didn't matter. You just know she stuck with me forever. Forever, ever? Forever. But, you know, it might not have happened if I hadn't said hello. Sometimes it's just hello. But I'm going to tell y'all some good shit. If y'all don't tell y'all past goodbye, it will always fuck you up. Yes. You have to let the past be the past. You have to let the exes be the exes. You have to do that. Now, I can understand if you got kids and you got to discuss shit for your kids, but once that's done, don't sit up there and discuss no personal shit with them. Don't sit up there and talk this and thing and run down memory lane, because guess what? Memory lane in hindsight is a beautiful place to be. Somehow you forget all the cheating and all the cussing and all the throwing and all the craziness. When you trip down memory lane, all you remember is the good times. But guess what? The good times weren't enough to keep you together before. Why are you sitting up there messing with them now? If you have somebody who loves you, love them. I don't mean somebody who playing with your heart. I don't mean somebody messing with your spirit. I'm talking about if you know this person loves you and you love them, let the past be the past. Shut them doors, throw away them keys. Because if you don't, you'll be right back where you were when your past becomes your present. You don't. Because you're going to miss your blessings. Lucy say it all the time. She'll say something like, I should pick that up. I ain't going to block my blessings. You'll mess your blessings up. You try to get back what you had with somebody when you're throwing away what you got. That's the one thing I don't get about us. You destroy what you have, wishing for something you don't. When you got everything you need right here. You got everything you need to grow a beautiful relationship. But instead of doing that, You allow the past to have a say so in your present. But you're going to have a lonely ass future. You keep it up. Because the past is never as pretty as we remember it to be. Yep, makes your current relationship messy unnecessarily. You are never going to get back what you had with your past. You're never going to get back what you had with your ex in the beginning when it was good, when it was new, when it was fresh, when it was fluffy. You're never going to get that back. There's been too much water under that bridge. There's been too much shit that went down. If you are somebody's ex for a reason, don't come down memory lane with me and forget the reason why you the ex. Bring that with you. Because then you'll have somebody who has that door open, just crack, just a little bit, hoping that they see you looking back at them. And that's all they need. When in reality, you could give a shit whether they come to that door or not. You don't want to have them, but you don't want to be with somebody else. And then the person who is sitting up there fucking it up for somebody that has already messed up a relationship with them one time is going to be sitting back by themselves, wondering why they're alone. And still pissed off with the ex that causes the shit that's going on there. Your exes are exes for a reason. Remember the good times, but remember the bad times. Because as a whole, that's who made you what you are. That's what you survived. That's what you overcame. That's what you came out the other side of. Not just the good times, but the bad times. But the cheating and the cussing and the fussing and the fighting. You're not going to get back what you had in the beginning. But you may mess up a new beginning with somebody else. Relationships, all they need is for you to be present and accounted for. Show up. Hell, show out. And if you don't want to be there, get out. I had somebody, her relatively new relationship. Her girlfriend told her that she needed me time. And she was like, well, what is that? I said, well, that's just time to do stuff that's not a couple. I like, I read my scary books when DC's asleep at night, and I watch my scary shit when she's sleeping because she don't like it. And I'm still up. That's my me time. I go to work. That's my me time. Well, she was like, well, she still want to do stuff like you can go for a walk while I do this. No, bitch. No. No. You have plenty of time for me time when y'all ain't together. DC has her me time when she ain't with me. I have my me time when I ain't with her. We'll be in the same house, and one of us will be upstairs and one of us will be down here. She'll be playing the game over here for hours. I'll be in the bed watching TV. Me time. You ain't gotta go nowhere. Stan a little slow too. He just asked me, am I talking to y'all after laying here watching me type this whole time? Hear both our names. It's easier with a little slow. Woo! Remember I told y'all about my friend who's depressed because her sister got killed via domestic violence and she felt bad because she wasn't there for her. She tried to kill herself. Yeah. Survivor's guilt is a bitch. And it's hard for you not to feel some kind of responsibility if you're a family member, somebody you love dying, because you feel like there's some shit you should have known and there was something that you could do. She just gonna need to talk to somebody and understand that it's not her fault. And as much as her sister would still love to be alive, I'm sure her sister also wouldn't want her to be dead. So she just needs to talk to somebody. Hey, Nisha. Because you can't blame yourself for what somebody else does. You may feel like you should, but you shouldn't. You blame the person that did it. She want to be mad with somebody, be mad with the dude that took her sister life. But don't be so, it's just, I don't know. Now she ain't talking to you. Now he ain't talking to you. He'll talk to you. He'll be all right. He ain't mad for real. But yeah, so I'm sorry about your friend. I hope she gets some help. I hope somebody helps her. It was the right thing to do. She needs to talk to somebody. She needs to understand that it's not her fault and that her taking her life will not bring her sister back. So her parents, her parents have already went through a lot losing one child. Imagine if they have to lose another one. So yeah, you did the right thing. All right, guys, we've been on here an hour and 45 minutes laughing and talking about people. So I'm just gonna go over. You know how I do. Relationships, they're not a job. They do take work. They take you showing up, being present, being in the moment, leaving the past in the past and focusing on the future with the person you're with now. If you're not happy in your relationship, you got to find a way to get happy, baby, or be in another one. Because staying in a relationship that you're not happy in, I promise you're not making the other person any happier than you are. Relationships are not for everybody. If you're not ready to be in one, don't make yourself be in one because people tell you should be, because of how old you are, because of where you are in your life. If you don't want to be in a relationship and you want to have sex with a lot of people, do that. You grown. As long as you're not hurting yourself or anybody else, baby, do you. Don't rush into a relationship because of what other people tell you they think you should be doing or where you should be at or who should be loving you. Yes, Violet said it best. You must make yourself happy always. If you are not happy, if you're in a relationship with somebody and that person's making you miserable, do I even need to say that? Be happy, babies. Be happy. Find what makes you happy and be that. If you're in a situation that's not making you happy, fix that. Change that. Don't stay there. If you don't want to be with somebody anymore, tell them. Because the pain of watching you pull away from them because you don't love them is so much worse than the pain of you just saying, I think it's time for us to be not together. The past is the past, and there's absolutely positively nothing you can do to change it. But it also doesn't change because it's the present. Nothing changed about what they did in the past just because you got some friendly feelings for them now. And you may want to remember that when you're talking to them and leaving somebody else out. Okay? Make sure you vote. Vote. That's it. Presidential election. And don't forget your senators, the governors, mayors, all these people have a position in your life. Make sure you have something to do with putting them in that position. Yeah. I don't understand Big Titty killing his nephew, but hey, that's just me. But he will have issues and complications in jail because he is too badly built for jail. And I really, I say this, and I hope that he gets, thank you, Valerie. I hope that he gets the jail that he deserves. Y'all understand what I'm saying? I don't wish death on anybody, but I think you need to understand what you did. Because when I saw him smiling in his booking photo, like he was smiling for a prom picture, I was like, he don't understand. He don't understand. And last but not least, when I talked about Miss Megan, the basic rule of that is when you are commenting on people's pictures, in people's live streams, trolling, talking about them, I want you to think about how much of that scrutiny can you withstand. When you're talking about somebody else, I want to know how much of that can you handle when somebody doing it to you.
Hey, Gloria.
Y'all get what I'm saying? The weakest backs have the strongest mouths. Okay? And those are the people we should listen to the least. Y'all make me happy. I don't like most people that seem too evil. So just leave them alone. Family included. Thanks for allowing me and Stan. Come on, Violet. You know how we are. We love you. I love y'all. I love y'all. I love that y'all hang out with us. I love that y'all support us. I love that when you don't have to be there, you're there. I love that you take your time out of your day for us. And I love that you think about us on any level, in any way. We appreciate so much this channel and the people we met because of this channel. I would like to thank my lovely co-host, Leilani. Leilani's Kitchen. If you have not went to Leilani's Kitchen and click that, you know what, you need to get there and do that. Yes. Okay. I want to thank Leilani, my lovely co-host, every Saturday. You know she's in the building. I want to thank all of my mods. I want to thank every wrench. I want to thank everybody who is a member of the Bomb Squad. I don't care if your name is green or black. You are a member of the Bomb Squad, and I love you. Thank you so much for joining us. This is Real Talk. This is how it goes down every Saturday. Now she come in and want to dance. All right, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Make sure you like this video if you're seeing it in the replay.
And we've been
thank
back
you
tomorrow.
So much. Somebody, I don't understand. Share this video. Maybe somebody else needs to hear it. You never know. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Go make sure you check out Leilani's Kitchen. She is the host. Does it all. I love you guys. Bowtie, you know I love your name, and I'm so glad you're a part of the family. Asia, Karen, surprise around the corner. You had me rolling. Carol, Stanley, and Violet. Come on now. Y'all know. Thank you so much, guys. We love you, and we enjoy you, and we're so glad you're a part of our family. Love you, Leilani. Bye, y'all.